Man, there's a lot
Alright.
of stuff.
Welcome back to session um, 45, and none of these screens are working. They were working a little while ago. Let's get that fixed while we talk about what happened last session. You guys want to recap that while I deal with the technical monstrosity that is OBS?
Talk about pop music. Have you seen the new meme? Or, I don't know. Short.
Oh, last session. What happened last session? That's what you're supposed to talk
Oh,
about.
okay. Yeah, I'm just, you know.
Um, let's see. We were with the convoy. Had a bit of trying to remember now. Been long enough. We had a little bit of fun with I believe the giant horny toads.
We had got stopped by a broken bridge and ended up getting that connected up with some old cars. Managed to make our way across along with one other Humvee of Brotherhood. Got ambushed, and we were the only survivors apart from one Brotherhood initiate.
Yeah, like the trooper or something.
So we were able to make it across, deal with those abominations, and then meet back up with the rest of the convoy who were wise enough to go around. I believe we were just taking a breather.
It was an ambush, you know. That anybody was going to get run into this ambush, so you know we took it, you know, for the team kind of thing. So,
and
if it hadn't been anybody else, if it had been anybody else, they would have been totally wiped out.
And spoilers ahead, something tells me I'm going to be making a lot of repair rolls at the beginning of this session.
Okay. This is still not working. All right. There's going to be a momentary glitch in the stream. And I'm just going to have to... Oh, goodness.
Was that Hannity Combs? I'm not going to say the words he said, but heck with it, we'll do it live.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening right now. I'm just going to fix it live.
Do it live.
Gonna do a window capture, FGU. Okay. Name is art. No, it's not. If it is, where? I'm using FGU name. Let's delete that. Oh, it's being used there. That's why. Okay. Window capture, FGU. App. Let's call it that. Select a window to capture. Yes, Eugene, yes. I feel like going and grabbing the hammer right now. But why would it capture that part? Yeah, why is it capturing my OBS? Oh, because I'm capturing a window. That doesn't work. Window capture. No, I didn't mean to do window capture. I meant...
Oh, wild.
No, I did mean window capture. Well, why? Oh, goodness. Move that up there. And it's still capturing
So this is pretty interesting. I like this. I don't know if I noticed it last time or not, but normally when you shut down Fantasy Grounds, and and then bring it back up the next time, it just brings it back up blank. But all the little tabs I had open from last game are open now.
Yeah, that's the latest update.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, I liked it too because I do a lot of I like to have certain things prepared.
Yeah, totally. Like I'm like, okay, I gotta grab all these little tabs and put them here. And I'm like, oh, wait a second, they're all where I left them. Oh, this makes me happy.
It's wonderfully awesome.
Because there's like a ritual of okay, this window goes here, this window goes here, this window goes here, ba 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 ba. Always will.
Okay, now that's properly cropped. Now it can go. How did I have it here? And then it needs to go down below, layer-wise.
Those
Not that far.
helicopters. What are they called? The helicopters? What are they called again?
Birds.
Birds.
Thunderbird. Yeah. I had the map like kind of far off, and they looked like fish or something, like little guppies. I was like, what are the guppies doing on the?
Just tanning up. Where is it? Fancy Grounds. There we go. Okay. And this one's going to get cropped a lot because I just want the chat window. I apologize about this. It was working when I launched everything, and then I don't know what happened exactly. It just decided to not be correct when we actually went live. Get that there, and then bring this down to there. All right. Fortunately, all it messed with was the Fantasy Grounds capture. So that has now been fixed. Let's put it over there. Still looks good. All right. So yes, last time you crossed the bridge. You've now made it to the forward operating base. And from what I can tell, Germ, you still need to select your token or your character, so you're controlling the correct thing here. Because in the bottom right, I see that that Jack and Eugene are on the map, but it indicates that you're not yet. /
I selected my character.
Okay. Well, do you see the map?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know what's going on then. All right. So you make it to the forward operating base. As you arrive, you begin to hear the noises and you see the various muzzle flashes in the distance as the main Brotherhood force sets up a defensive line against the abominations. Knight Commander Marvin meets you near the vertibirds as you pull in with your Humvee, and he looks to Squire Eugene. Report, Squire. What is your status?
Got some casualties. Got a Humvee down. This Humvee's in bad shape, still functional. 2 paladins down. And we're missing 3 initiates. Okay.
Understood. We'll take that Humvee for now and put it into the defensive line. You'll be on foot from here on. We seem to have encountered the main force of the abominations here. We'll hold them off, distract them, while you work your way around to the entrance to the vault. Which direction you take is your choice.
Understood.
Now, you guys know that the Red Rocket truck stop that houses the entrance to the secret vault is northwest of your current location. Whatever direction you take, you must eventually make your way back around to where the majority of this horde is coming from. What would you like to do?
So we've got 2 entrances.
You've got... Hold on, adjusting that audio. You've got, you can go off to the right flank or to the left flank of the major combat area to make your way to that Red Rocket truck stop where the entrance to the vault is underneath it.
Does there seem to be any differences between the two?
From your current position, no. All you really can tell in the intermittent flares that are being fired off, the lights that are flickering on and on, there just seems to be a massive amount of the Phantom Stalkers and the Blood Spitters off here in the northwest corner of the operating base. Path-wise, you know that pre-war there were highways that went, both north and south, and both eventually came back around to the west, which you could take either one of those. You think that if you go south first and try to come around on the left flank, there'll be a larger distance for you to travel because you'll be going south first to avoid the main horde. And then you'll have to come back. However far south you go, you got to undo that when you make your way back up. If you go north, there's a certain point where you will not have to undo the northern travel. But you could go far enough north where you'll have to come south again at the end of it, or only go as far north as you need to and then cut straight west. No real intelligence as to what you may or may not encounter on either path.
Sure. So there's a longer path that kind of takes us out of the way of the conflict, and a shorter path that kind of is closer to the conflict.
Yeah, you would imagine that the going north first may keep you closer to the conflict, like on the outer skirts of it. At some point, you'll be past the actual point where the Brotherhood's fighting the abominations, of course. But there's still, you'll be potentially encountering more of the abominations on their way to the conflict.
We'll be deep in the enemy territory. You gotcha.
Yep.
I think we should go north. Maybe able to draw some of the abominations to us, a little bit off the Brotherhood. We can pick a few off.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
Okay. Are you going to intentionally try to draw any of the reinforcements, or are you going to just like, if we encounter them, we do. If not, we don't?
Eugene's going for the second one. My orders are good, you know. I know what my orders are. It's not that stay here and fight, but it's like, oh, if they get in our way.
Yeah. All right.
I guess we're still going as stealthily as we can. Everybody's got their job.
Yep.
All right. Jack, I could not remember if you'd actually brought Bane with you or not. I have him on the board, but if he was not with us, I can go and take him off.
I think not, actually.
Not? Okay. So we'll go
Yeah.
remove
Yeah,
him.
a little too squishy.
Well, yeah, I think that was part of it. Though, I think also part of it was the fact that for whatever reasons, really doesn't like NPC on NPC stuff, so...
Yeah.
I think that might be fixed, but we'll find out at some other point.
Yeah.
All right. So you head out north, trying to backtrack east a little bit so that your initial departure from the forward operating base is not noticed and immediately gets set upon by these abominations. Will you be operating with headlamps on, or attempting a true stealth by going without lights to attract attention to yourself?
I would love to say go dark, but unfortunately I don't think it'll make much. Never mind.
I think I'd want to go dark too, with all the commotion over there,
Alright.
and then anything that crosses our path won't really notice us, and we can pick them off.
All right. So
Yeah,
going,
we may be leaning heavily on your shoulders there, Jack. Since you're the sneaky type, I must say, Game Master, I love the blinking lights on the Humvees.
Oh, technically it's on the NPCs. It's their muzzle flash.
Oh,
And
okay.
then there's
Okay.
there's some on the turrets out front as well.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I didn't put it on the Humvees because it would have been too big and obscured the lights on the individuals, the smaller lights on the small guys.
Yeah, I get it now. Yeah, I see it.
All right.
I was kind of wondering, a little bit. I was like, yeah, maybe he just wanted to, do it that way.
I spent hours on the audio and on the lights. Hours, man, I tell you, hours. Appreciate it. Kidding. Yeah.
I do. It's pretty. But I kind of wanted to do something, the similar, with the spacecraft, crashing and stuff. I wanted something, like this in the background. But I was like, how do I do that? I don't have any of those tools. So.
That's why you guys switch over to Fantasy Grounds, man. You get all the tools there.
Love it. Did I do something wrong?
Nope, I've removed you from the one map, and
Okay. I was like,
Yeah.
I looked away and looked back up, and I'm like,
so as you make your way north, and then eventually west to make your path to the Red Rocket, you see in the distance several different groups of the Phantom Stalkers, occasionally some of the Blood Spitters. But you're typically too far away from them to actually take them out any kind of quick method that will not draw the next patrol to you. So you sit quiet, you let them pass, and then you continue moving on, you're making your way. About an hour later, something that, if there was not the active conflict, it would take about 10 minutes to get here. But since you're going stealth and you're trying to avoid becoming the main targets of anything yourself so that you can go in and complete your actual mission, it takes you about an hour to get to the Red Rocket. You arrive, you're able to find positions of cover while you observe the Red Rocket, and you find that it is patrolled heavily by robots. Most notably out front, and in no way trying to hide itself, you see a Annihilator.
Fun.
That's a walk in the park, guys. I don't know what park, but it's a walk.
I'm looking at all of the robots' right arms.
Well, you see a few rubber brains out there. They have pincers, something you've already got an attachment for. What did the... Jack, look up a Soltron for me real quick. See what their hands look like. So the robo brains, if you zoom in on the robo brains, you can see their hands. They actually got four. I don't know what to call them. They're not really fingers, and they're all opposite of each other, equidistant from each other.
Yep. Like a pincer. Kind of like a pincer.
Kind of. Pincer is just more two sides. This here's got four sides to it.
Okay.
Same hands as the Robo Brain.
Same as the Robo Brain? Okay. And
Actually,
of course, the Annihilator has a missile launcher on its arm.
Yeah.
And that is a solid no, Eugene, on the missile launcher.
I don't really feel like dislocating my shoulder every time I try to fire that thing.
That's the Sentry Bot, isn't it?
That is the Annihilator Sentry Bot, yes. There's Sentry Bots and then there's Annihilator, and that one did not hold on to its size for some reason.
Yeah,
when I
that's
put it on there yesterday.
That's freaking.
I'm sitting there like, why did I put it
Hey,
center of
Eugene,
four
can you,
squares?
Yeah. Hey Eugene, can you hack that?
Perk-wise, no. I'm only rank 1 in robotics expert. Got to be rank 3. I was really hoping.
There will be other chances. The unique thing about this particular quest line that you're on is that you have now awoken things all across the wasteland, and you've introduced these new enemies that will continuously reappear. Kind of like the DLCs from Fallout 3 and Fallout 4. Once you start that quest line, those new enemies that come with that quest line are now part of the regular spawn.
Okay.
So,
Just
I know you wanted to do it this time, but there'll be other opportunities, and this time you got to go with your normal wits and guts.
not a surprise. It just
I can hack it to make it stop moving with my gun.
Yeah.
But they have
Yeah,
not seen this, correct?
I've got the hack. Kaboom!
Yeah.
Boom, boom. All right. So,
It's supposed to be a kaboom, an earth-shattering kaboom.
you are in position. Let's see, do I want to make this map bigger or do I need to right now? I don't feel like I actually need to. You're in position. You have... basically, I'm giving you a surprise round here if you want it. I do need to make it bigger.
If I want.
What will you do?
Well, I mean, move the field, yes.
All right, so up first, so I've redone your initiatives a little bit in the combat tracker. Initiative is, if I remember correctly, is agility and perception. I have where you guys are, well, actually, you're all three of you tied at 14. So I've based it off of agility being the determining factor. So that means Slash, you are first.
Oh, darn.
Before we
Okay,
start,
so-
quick question,
Yes.
if that's all right.
Yes, I like questions.
Would Eugene know that this Sentry Bot has an exposed fusion core on its back? Or does it?
Let me double check something before I
'Cause I
answer
think-
that.
Yeah, officially, when it overheats, it exposes the fusion core to cool it.
I
Talking
know
about
that's
lore.
the standard one. Yeah, that's lore.
Yeah, so that's
lore.
is it
Talking about
standard
lore.
or is it special annihilator? Nope, we don't need that. We use liquid cooling here.
It won't be.
Here we
on
go.
notes. It's going to be aggressive self-destruct. Huh. So they
Yeah,
don't.
Does it have an overload feature?
It has self-destruct.
But it doesn't have the overload where it gets hot.
Yeah, it doesn't have that overheat thing from the games, from the video games.
Right.
So that's an interesting thing. I would have to, because what's missing is the mechanic for deciding. Oh, it is overheating now.
When does it overheat? Yeah.
Only thing I could do, because its self-destruct is based off of how many hit points it has left. I could do the overheat based on how many hit points it takes in one attack or one round.
Well,
Because that if it's based on the round, that means all three of you could work to overheat it. If it's one attack, then one of you has to do enough damage to make it overheat.
wasn't the overheated, like it using its weapons or something?
You would think,
Yeah.
but that's more complicated to work out mechanically.
Right.
So to answer your question, Eugene, yes, Eugene would know about this. Eugene would know that Sentry bots typically expose their fusion core when they overheat in order to cool down. However, since this Sentry bot here is a newer version, you're not sure if this one will do that or not, but it is something to keep an eye out for.
Okay. I'm going to just, knowing like, oh, it's a Sentry bot. In Eugene's mind, he's thinking, okay, it's a Sentry bot. I'm going to let my guys know about the weakness. So he's going to look at the other two without saying anything, hold up a fusion core, and kind of mime it on his back and point at the Sentry bot.
Okay. I just realized how I'll handle it if that's a complication that the Sentry bot can have.
Oh, perfect.
So if it rolls a complication, I typically do not buy out the complications that NPCs roll, unless it's like a big named NPC. So in this case here, he's not a named Sentry bot of any kind. If he gets a complication, it will be it can be that depending on what the complication is rolled during the process of. But that can be one of his complications, and then it's going to be up to you to get into the right position to handle it. So as you can see, he is facing forward. We do have the ability to rotate him. So wherever his feet are is where he's facing. So his feet are facing or at you guys, so he's facing you. That's facing off to the left, etc., etc. So if he's facing this way and overheats from where you're at right now, you would have a clear shot at the fusion core. If he's facing this way and overheats, you would have to work your way around behind him. Cool.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Are these like pillars that we're behind?
Those are the pillars, yes, but they're also like the built-in the pumps.
Oh.
It's the Red Rocket gas station or cooling station because they all ran on the nuclear engines.
Right.
So these pump the coolant into the cars.
Oh. Okay.
Is coolant flammable or explosive?
I don't think.
Okay, so it's not as dangerous as gasoline being in these pipes.
Yeah. And it's been there a little while.
Yes, that too.
I'm also going to chug a Nuka-Cola before we start.
You're going to what?
I'm going to hold up a finger and then chug a Nuka-Cola real quick.
Okay. Go for it.
That's awesome.
I did restore all of your luck and your hit points, radiation. However, whatever damage you have on your power armor is still there. Since this is just, you've gone from one encounter to the next.
I think I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to drink a Nuka-Cola.
Okay.
You want a Nuka-Cola? Jack?
No, thanks.
Okay. Oof, that was a bunch of errors.
All right. So both of you drank the regular, so you guys get an action point. You got a bunch of errors. I did.
Yeah, I drank the cola.
Okay.
It was like Error City. Yeah, so I don't know.
Interesting. Did you get errors, Eugene?
I did. I think we determined last time it had something to do with a status effect or something that puts on us. I did that last time, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Find it.
Is it supposed to have radiation?
Yeah, it's supposed to roll for radiation.
It did
Yeah, I rolled
roll.
a 2 on
I didn't-
radiation.
Okay. I didn't see what
I
the
didn't
roll
find it.
was, but it did roll something. I don't have any radiation, so
Okay. We'll let it. I didn't see any rolls happen on this end, but we'll let it.
I
slide.
did. There was a roll when and then all the errors. So I looked up and saw all the errors,
Yeah.
and then when I looked back, the roll was rolled, but there was no.
Yeah, I didn't go through to the chat at all.
Yeah, no info in it there and such.
All right.
So I don't know.
Let me make a note on that.
Yeah, it didn't display whether or not we got radiation. So we don't know if we got radiation. Because sometimes there's bugs.
Yes, well. And if you have lead belly and it's a low enough roll.
Oh, and I probably do. I think I have lead belly. I have at least the first level of lead belly.
Yeah. Well, we'll let it go for now. I got a note, and I'll go through and replicate it and get error messages later. So Slash.
Oh no! I've got both levels of lead belly, so it doesn't matter.
Excuse me.
That might have been my issue. So I don't know.
Anyways, so let's go
Alright,
kill things.
What you're gonna do, Slash?
So beforehand, do you think I should go for the little guys and clear those out, or concentrate on the big guy?
If you think you can do anything against the big guy, do so, but I'm gonna focus on the little guys.
Okay. Yeah, because let's see. I think I'm gonna do something stupid. If they grab my sledgehammer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do something stupid. All right. I'm doing something stupid.
Okay. Oh, they updated the movement icons. Cool. I like that. I like the new movement thing. It's much sleeker. And I apologize, but you have triggered an Overwatch.
Told you I was doing something stupid.
I don't know why you did it, but I'm glad you did it.
Sneak attack round.
Move out from behind cover. Overwatch engaged. Oh, no. So he's also going to let rip on this one. It's going to be his chain gun targeting you. What is your defense? 1.
Ooh, a 3.
Huh?
A 3.
A 3?
Yeah. -2.
Okay. 3 -2.
I don't know why armor doesn't give you a higher defense.
It's a totally different thing.
Yeah, I know.
There's a whole thing. I can explain it, but I can't do it off the top of my head right now.
Yeah, we don't worry. Don't worry.
All right, so we got a fire rate of 5. First I'm going to roll the attack. So let's roll the attack. That is a hit, just barely. So we got the fire rate of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I don't know. Yeah, target number is 16. Yeah. Anyhow, go ahead.
Yeah, that's
not barely. It's a lot of range.
That's twice the weapon's fire rate of 5. So another 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, boogers.
this is gonna hurt.
This is gonna feel good, boys and girls.
That's so many dice.
A lot of blanks.
Oh yes, but there will be rerolls.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Did it apply damage to you yet? Or to your armor? Okay. In your armor, take off that 2 that you have on the head. The 1 was already there from your last encounter on the left leg, but the 2 on your head should be gone. While I re-roll some blanks.
Okay.
2, 3. It's giving me that option. Oh, there. I'll have to expand the window. That's why. I was like, why? I only can see 2 blanks. So we'll do that. We're going to do that. So I get another 3. Okay, there we go. That's a little better. So yes. Bye-bye
Okay, 9
helmet.
to the head. Yeah, 9 to the head. That's
Yeah.
a little different.
And spread or burst. All right, we're going to go with the burst. And he's got 2 targets with the burst.
Ow.
I am so sorry. So he will apply both of them to you. He'll just, like, everything. You come running out from behind that pillar. And why? Because it's a different kind of gun. Let me get the right gun here. And as you come out, just you hear the wind up of a Gatling gun, and you're like, well, I'm committed now.
This is gonna feel good.
And as you're rushing towards them, you feel the impacts all over your armor, but you mostly feel it on the helmet, your left arm, and your right leg by the time you get into engaged range with him. And now,
So
sir, you may continue your turn.
As I'm running forward with the sledgehammer lifted up in the air, I yell, "I'm sorry, Eugene!"
There's repairs to be made.
There's the repairs to be had.
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
All right.
And you get those power armor repair kits, right?
Yeah.
Nice. What was his defense? 2. So yeah, that's right on the money.
I was pretty sure it was, right, didn't generate anything. I'm just gonna let it fly. Here we go.
Really?
I'm gonna use a luck point for those 3.
Okay. Since it did no damage, I don't have to make any adjustments over here. So just press your luck point and then hit the re-roll and click on the 3 blanks and let fly. Woohoo!
All right, so I have 1 effect, so it should use that to break his armor.
Does
least
your
1.
Sledgehammer have break? It's not showing up in the chat message.
It's a super sledgehammer.
It's supposed to.
Yeah, I wouldn't have used it if it, What?
Yeah, no, standard super sledge does not have braking.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't have done any of this if the other one I had braking.
I had a mod that added it, yeah.
Yeah.
No. Super Sledge standard effect is braking. It's a damage effect.
Let me pull up the default one here.
I'm sorry, but that does sound like Peak Slash. It worked before. My old one worked.
So the basic one from the items list does not have braking.
Strange, because there's Super Sledge and Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer doesn't. Super Sledge does.
Let me pull up melee weapons in the reference manual. Instead of going off the... yeah, it does there. They didn't add... They missed it in... Okay. Alright. So let's go pull...
All right.
The rules on that, and I'll have to modify the default record as well. Let's modify yours real quick. I don't know why that was missed. I missed something like that, and I get all kinds of like. Ugh. Alright, got that modified in the items list and on your character sheet now, /
Gotcha.
Number of cover dice.
Is the damage 6 on it, right?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, all right. Okay.
The damage, yeah. Reduce the damage resistance to the location struck by 1 per effect.
Let's hit the
So it
left
re-rolled the
arm.
whole thing, or did it re-roll the whole thing?
No, it only re-rolled the 3.
Yeah.
But it redisplays the whole thing.
It stacks it different. Okay.
So left arm. Left arm. Physical is now down by a 1. And I'll throw 1 more damage on it. Wait, does it add the damage?
I guess because it breaks it. That's what we've been doing, I think.
Yeah, I'll add it this time, but I don't. It doesn't read that way.
Gotcha. Right.
It's kind of like that 1 damage instead of damaging it. That 1 damage breaks the armor, so the next attack will get extra damage through.
Gotcha. Okay,
I
so it
think
breaks
that's
the
right.
armor.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
I'm adding the extra damage this time, but on the next one, now that your weapon actually has the breaking on it, we'll see how the default rules or default program handles it. All right. So you
spending action points is different.
Oh.
The little pop-up window.
Oh yeah, they've done all the right clicking instead of the radial circle menu. It's all like a regular right click menu now.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I like it so much better. So much better. They're doing a lot of good things in the Fantasy Grounds Unity program itself. There's still some things we need changed in the actual rule set. But they don't change rule sets while they're getting ready to deploy a new version of the program. So that's fine. You've moved. You've taken a major action. You have a minor action left. What would you like to do?
I am
I see.
spending 2 AP for another major action.
Swing,
Action
Barbara,
boy.
swing.
Right. I'm going to swing again. See if I get a little better connection this time. I'm going to have to spend a luck point on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, spend luck and do reroll again. That will. Yep. Now it's it didn't do it the same way it does the damage dice, but it updated your total, and it says you got a hit now. So
Yeah.
roll damage. Damage.
Damage.
Oh, goodness. All right, so it is applying the damage through the breaking. It's not breaking it so the next attack does damage. It breaks it and then applies the damage. So you just dealt 7 damage to it.
I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to re-roll those 3.
Oh, hold on. Hang on then. I got to make adjustments before you do that because it stacks the damage.
I know.
So I need to bring that back down to that. And where it is... Here it is. Let's reset that. And that's at 6. Let's bring that back up. Go into the effects. And no, I need to change that to 1. Get rid of the critical injury on the left arm. There we go. Okay, now you're good.
Okay.
I love the reroll, but I hate the having to make changes before the reroll can actually go through. Goodness.
Dear God.
Give me an arm. Eugene needs an arm. Let's see. Bloody mess. When you inflict a critical roll a d6, and if you get an effect, get another critical roll in another random location.
Roll your d6. Ah, goodness.
Yes.
Is there a critical roll table I can roll on?
I just rolled a 20.
What was
on
the
a hit
24?
location.
Oh, hit location.
I don't know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think there is some kind of blah somewhere, but
Well, yeah, so that's gonna be on his right leg, with that 20.
yeah. So that's
And he
another
failed
critical on there.
critical hits, legs. Well, it doesn't really fall prone because it's not that kind of leg.
Right.
But we'll put that critical damage on there. It won't fall prone, but it'll suffer the other effects of a critical injury on the left leg. Was it the left? No, that's the right leg. So you have somehow, like with this sledgehammer, you've come down on his left side, and it followed all the way through down to his right leg. Tapping the not really tapping, but heavily impacting the servos in that right leg, causing him to not have as much range of motion as he did before. Making his because of the house rules, his move action will now become instead of the standard free action or the standard move action I've given you guys. He will now have to actually take the minor action to move his 5 squares. And 10 squares, which is typically your minor action, will require him to take a major action.
Gotcha.
So it just ups the action requirement for his movement. Oh, all right. You're done, right?
Unfortunately, yes, I am done. I'm going to leave some AP for other people.
Jack.
Remember, his defense is a 2, so.
That's pretty standard for robots.
Well, big robot. Yeah.
Say hello to my friend.
Moving out, also moving out, and then attacking. Fortunately for you guys, the Annihilator was the only one with the Overwatch prepared. I should have said it for everybody.
Yeah. It would probably overheat their servo, their CPU to be sitting there that long. Just wait to shoot. Sorry.
What's your attack?
Yeah. First, I'm going to do this. And with the teeth jarring, well, yeah, this rather noisy thing. Ripper.
Oh.
There we go.
That is a hit.
Was the target number 2, the difficulty 2 on the smaller ones?
Yes. No.
Okay.
No, it's a 1.
No.
It's a 1.
Okay, all right.
I was looking at the wrong number there. It's Robobrain 2, and then in parentheses is their actual defense. So it's a 1.
Okay, so.
So you generated. That's good.
Yeah, generated 1. Yeah.
And
There we go.
damage.
Oh my!
Gotta be. Yes, well, unfortunately.
I foresee a reroll.
Yes.
Looking at my crystal ball here, there are rerolls in the future.
Just 3 or all 5?
You could do all 5.
That would be 2 luck points.
It'll be 2 luck points, yeah. And you're only really wasting 1 out of that. So you're getting 2 of 3 on that second luck point.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what?
Okay.
Nice.
That's a lot
All
better.
right. So I don't have
energy. Sweet.
don't have a sound profile for a Ripper. I need to look into that. But Jack the Ripper runs up to this Robobrain with his little Ripper chainsaw and begins on the. For some reason, he goes low and goes into the right treadmill of this Robobrain and rips through it, dealing some damage. See, it's got vicious. Yeah, all that stuff is applied already.
Vicious. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's why it's
Yeah.
vicious.
So nothing I have to do on my end because the initial attack did nothing. So the reroll is just applying everything correctly. Anything else?
No.
Nope. All right.
Hold on. Oh, did you apply an AP for damage or something?
Yes.
He did.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the
I was
Ripper
just
has.
like, where'd it go?
Well, it's got the
Yeah.
vicious and everything. It doesn't have a lot of.
No,
got
it really
damage to it.
doesn't.
Squire Eugene, your comrades have decided to jump out and run full bore at these. Slash, you see Slash jump out, and you're looking at him thinking he's making that same mistake every young squire does when they first get into their power armor. They think they're invincible, and oh, there goes his
Right.
helmet. There goes the. That is so much repair work
Yes.
that I'm gonna have to do later.
Yeah.
I
What
didn't
would
bring
you
enough
like-
spare parts.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
I'm going to move behind this pillar,
Okay.
and I'd like to lean
Mhm.
lean out and fire on the Annihilator.
All right. Go and throw a target up on it.
Okay, now I'm selected.
All right.
And,
And just so you guys know, these
Oh,
pillars
shit.
do give you cover if you're behind them.
uh-oh. Okay, there we go. I'm targeting him, yeah.
Yep, you got the target.
Okay, cool.
You take that AP. There you go.
Gonna need it.
And I'm going to be
So you got
firing
your
on-
cautious nature.
Yeah. Troubleshooters. Oh, and minor action to aim.
Okay.
That gives you a reroll.
Yeah, reroll a d20.
Yeah, so he's going to have cautious nature and the.
Aim.
the
Okay.
Rerolls. Yeah.
Yep, I
But
guess I'll do,
they can't be used on the same dice.
Yeah,
Right.
so
Yeah.
aim action don't matter.
All right, so let's see. That did bring you up to 5, so you needed 2. You got
Yeah.
5. That's 3 action points you've generated.
Yes.
Look at all that criticals under. What's your under? Are you at,
And,
are you at
since this is
6
a-
with your energy weapons?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, man. You got a good critical range there.
And I've got, since this is a robot, I'm also getting vicious on top of burst and piercing for the damage effects.
Oh, nasty.
Okay. Don't roll the damage yet. Let's see if we can
Okay.
make that automated. You use the troubleshooter's tactical rifle.
Mhm.
Okay.
You just go in and add vicious.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
That's nice.
Damage effect. Is it vicious 1, 2, 3, or just one?
It
vicious?
would be just one, since I don't already have it.
Okay.
It gains the vicious effect.
All right. All right. It is on there for this damage roll, and I guess suppose we'll leave it on there until you're done with the robots. Just help
Yeah.
me remember that.
That's nice.
All right,
Alright.
and then fire it at 3. 1, 2, 3. Oop.
Shall
And
I remove that and let you re-roll the damage correctly? Because I heard an oops in there.
Yeah,
did
so
you-
I can re-roll the blank because of concentrated fire.
Okay.
um,
So that
was that with the question? I'm sorry. I don't mean to talk over. Was that with your burst, with your fire rate?
Yeah, so I added 3 to that for the fire rate.
Oh, okay.
3d6s for
Alright.
the fire rate.
Oh, okay.
so
Right.
6.
And
Okay.
then
All right. So it dealt 5. Let's take the 5 away. Bring it up to that.
Nice.
That's did it do? Yeah, right arm critical injury. Let's get rid of that. So the right arm.
Can
is
it
fine.
use? Can it use the stuff in its right or left arm? No.
Yes, it can still use it. That was, and then that's the burst. I don't need to worry about that. Okay, all that was
Oh, you
undone,
get
so
the
you can redo your reroll now, or you can do your reroll now, and then it'll
Okay.
apply correctly.
Let's reroll that blank.
Eh.
Yeah, didn't change too much. All right, so you got burst damage of 6 with 3 targets.
Wow.
I'm able to just pump it all into that guy, yeah?
Okay, I'll drag it over real quick.
Okay.
I think while you guys can do that, I think sometimes it's just quicker if I do it.
And are you dragging? You're dragging over the re-rolled damage, right? Yeah.
Yes, but it's going
Not
in
that
as
there's
0.
different.
It shouldn't be going in as 0. It's supposed to have the vicious applied as well. So I'm going to have to do this one manually. So 3 times 5, another 15 damage. Calculator. And then the calculator froze on me. Okay. Anything else?
How many AP is it to get additional action? Well, it should tell me, shouldn't it?
2.
Nice new menu.
It does
Yeah,
increase the
additional.
difficulty. It does increase the difficulty by 1
Yeah,
if you
yeah, I'll
don't
take
have
it.
the perk. So,
right, and I don't. So that's fine with me. So I'll take an additional major action.
And you're going to need to
and
retarget if that's what you're looking for.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so click on me. All right, targeted. Bought an AP. So rolling again. I don't. Does aim still apply, or is that?
No, that's 1 attack.
Gotcha. All right, and
So
cautious
you-
nature.
woohoo!
All right.
Didn't crit, but still got a success. That's what we're
Yep.
looking for.
Right on the money with the additional major action. Anyway.
1, 2, 3 extra for the fire rate. I'm gonna keep that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, no more work for the TM.
And you'll burst into him.
Yep.
All right. I'll just do that one manually because it wasn't doing the vicious correctly on the last burst for some reason. All right. Anything else?
That'll be it for me.
Okay. Now we get to start the top of the round. The first proper top of round. And unfortunately, the Annihilator Sentry Bot is at half health or less. So it uses its minor action to maneuver a little bit because it's got that injured leg. And then its major action is a self-destruct.
which happens next round, right?
Nope.
Happens now.
Right.
Right.
Right?
Right. Let's see.
Right? Well, we took it out quick.
Self-destruct. Okay, so this self-destruct is going to be hitting 3 targets. Slash, Robo Brain number 2, and Jack.
Fine.
And we're going to... that. Because
Oh, no.
he's got to do something. I mean, he's out there to be the big bad. All right, so that is 3 successes. Your defense is what? Slash?
1.
Jack?
Yeah. That's... our standard, so yeah.
All right.
1.
And Robo Brain is also 1. So I'll just add back 1 action point for the action point generation there. And then the damage, we're going to be doing that, and then that. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Hang on. I'll just clear it. And spend 1 to re-roll those blanks. That's better. All right, so slash into, we're going to roll the 20 here for location. Into your right arm slash 8 damage, physical. Oh, well, that doesn't even get past your physical energy resistance. Jack, same with you, right? 14 is your right arm. Yep, doesn't get past your physical energy resistance. And then the Robo Brain. What is it? It's 14. It's also its right arm. Yep, it's the only thing that takes damage. That gummit.
This is why you maintain your armor.
I'm gonna have to modify the self-destructs of all the sentry bots to be much more self-destructy. It's a fusion core. It should do a lot more damage, and I think only having
if you do
blast.
That, you need to. If you do that, you need to fix grenades.
Well, there's a difference between a grenade, right? Because right now that self-destruct of the sentry bot, its self-destruct is no better than a grenade. A grenade makes sense where it is right now, but a sentry bot exploding a fusion core,
Yeah.
and being the same as a grenade.
Yeah, like a nuke grenade,
Yeah,
maybe.
I think
but
you
frag
should.
grenade, yeah, no.
Alright, let me look harder at the code.
Yeah. What's the damage rating on a mini nuke?
5, 6, 8.
Oh yeah, mini nuke would be a good comparison for the.
Well, and I presume you took, okay, 2 additional damage? It's not even as good as the Assaultron? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, not as good as the Protectron. Really? This thing's huge.
Yeah, I gotta look at it. It came from a.
Yeah,
Something.
well,
I don't remember now. That's just the ammunition. Where's the nuke launcher? Where's the mini nuke launcher?
It's was it
Big
Fat Guy?
Fat Man, right,
Yeah,
right.
Batman.
Damage rating is 21.
Good lord, yeah. See, you know?
Yeah, so a fusion core, it's not a mini nuke, but it is a fusion core. It should at least be half that.
Right. I was thinking at least 10.
Yeah.
Also, if that's exploding, would it make sense for it to target a particular body part?
Well, we do that just because, especially with you guys in power armor, it's got to hit somewhere. If you were not in power armor, I probably would not worry about it. Because we're doing, since you're in power armor, you have different damage resistance depending on the location hit. So we have to do it that way. If you were not in power armor, I would only roll the location to see if you took a critical injury to a location.
Gotcha. Okay.
Excuse me. All right, so Soltron. Excuse me. I got the burps. Soltron number 1 will advance and fire its laser. At
Fire my laser.
Slash. Now that is a hit, and that is an action point for the GM.
Lord. Stop firing your laser.
Even with Vicious, it does not quite pierce your armor.
Yay.
Some other things move, and now Slash, it is your turn.
All right. Setting aside the sledgehammer, it's done its job. I pick up my assault rifle and target. The guy who just shot at me. Yeah. Oh well. Let's see. Should I do that or? Actually, he's already fired. I'm gonna change. I'm gonna go for that guy.
Okay.
Freak that guy. And yeah. Ooh.
Finally,
guess I have
somebody
to use
uses
a
a weapon I got the audio
Oh.
set up for.
In addition to, there we go.
Yeah. It's been a while.
I get to, yeah, it has been a while.
Waiting for it.
There we go. All right, so that's a hit.
That is also it. Why didn't you use the reroll?
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I forgot about the reroll.
That's okay. It was a hit to begin with already because the Riverbanes only have a 1, but that just means you generate an action point there.
Alrighty. 2 for commando. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Fire rate. Oh, look at all the flank.
If you're going to reroll them, let me know.
Yeah, I'm going to reroll.
Okay. Let me go. That was number 1. Go and retarget him just to be certain of all that.
Okay.
Let's see. So all it did was 1 just the damage. So let's reset that. And ready for your reroll.
Am I targeting? Oh, is it? Hold on. Right click. No?
No, control left click. All right. Yep,
There we go. Yeah,
yeah, make sure you got
was.
your token selected beforehand.
Yeah.
That's always the trick.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You did double the damage you dealt to him. Well, the damage
how
got
many?
through anyway.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4 first.
Yes.
I'm gonna put 2 into number 1.
Okay. Let me see here. That is 1. Oh, come on. Drag over. Okay. It is dead.
All right, and then I'll put 2 into this assaultron, number 1.
Okay. Soltron number 1. Let me scroll up to him. Okay. All right. Anything else?
Yep, you got both of those. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it didn't generate any AP, so oh well. I guess that's me.
All right. Jack, your turn.
Alright. In the hopes of producing more,
got to spend it to make it, right?
Right. There you go.
I assume you were targeting number 2.
Yeah, I'd forgotten that it does that.
Yeah. He only had 1, so you hit, and you generated 2 action points.
Yeah, well, let's see if I can do this straight. Okay, well, I will be attempting to re-roll that.
You will?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me make the adjustment. So, dealt 3. We subtract 3 from his current. There was no critical injuries added from this attack. Okay, all set.
Right. Rolling. Well,
Hey, there you
Well,
go.
there you go.
that's something.
Yeah. Right on the money for killing it.
Cool. Alright, let's this one down. 2, 3, 5. Hello.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yes.
I just realized that the Annihilator Sentry Bot did not go into the scavenging for you guys. The Rover Brains did, but not the Annihilator for some reason. All right.
Yeah.
So you're moving over to there.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Attacked, moved. No, I'm fine.
Okay. Squire Eugene.
All right. I'm going to slash your helmet's busted. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna run over to slash.
It's not fully
Mm.
busted, but yeah, it's busted.
No, it's fully busted. It's got 9 HP and it's got 9 wounds, so it is not helping you at all right now.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
they just got exploded on without a helmet. So
Yeah.
we need minor action to draw something from our bag. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to take an additional minor action to draw a robot repair kit.
Why did
use-
you need to take an additional minor action?
In order to use the repair kit, I have to take a minor action, take Kim.
You could use your major action for that unless you're planning on using major action for something else.
Yeah, I was going to use the major for something else.
Okay, all right. Just don't want you to waste actions on other things
Right.
without making sure you knew the structure. All right.
Yeah.
So minor to pull, minor to use. All right. What does it do?
Grab his helmet and just real quickly, fix. Slap that back on. It should heal it up by 4.
By 4. Okay, so it brings it to 5 wounds. And it will once again begin providing
Armor.
Protect.
And let me actually consume it.
We will let that
Oopsie.
roll for this session. But I think next time we're going to say if it maxes out the wounds compared to the HP, that's going to require a workshop repair.
Okay.
Because, yeah, I think that's actually what the rules do say. But we'll let it roll for this session because I've already let it happen here. And we're also, that's the first time you guys have used the power armor repair kit. So, yeah, we'll let it roll for this session. But next session, like if the helmet goes to 9 wounds out of 9 HP, there's nothing left of it. Essentially, is what the idea is. But again, for this session, it's going to roll. So on your next turn or his turn, he could also do the same thing for his left arm and right leg if he wants to.
Okay.
But it still technically like have the frame of it, I guess.
Yeah, the frame is there, but the complexity is the way we're luring these repair kits. It's like there's a small variety of plates that you're just doing quick welds on. So, like if your arm's completely gone, a quick weld's not going to do that because you can't do the where that bends at. If the helmet's completely gone, it's like, well, I can quick weld on the back side of your head, but I can't recreate the visor or anything like that on the front. So it's like you can have
like
no vision, I suppose, if you welded onto the front.
like gluing a piece on a vase versus I've got to put this whole thing back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But again, we're going to roll with it for this session. Next session, we'll make the adjustment to make it more reasonable.
Okay.
And what would that entail? I mean, making it like a repair roll or something, basically?
Well, if any part of your power armor, we'll have the torso be the exception because it's like there's no bendy parts there. But so if your head or arm or any leg goes to its full wounds, so for instance, we'll use your right leg as an example right now. It has 10 HP, but it has 10 wounds on it. That means it's completely blown away. There's just the frame left. And that's from your foot all the way up to your hip, completely gone. So that would require put the power armor up onto the power armor repair station and do the repair there. That's not a field repair that can be done. Especially unless we want to get into the weeds of like, okay, this was fully blown away, the field repair was done, but it can't offer the full. My problem is your helmet was completely blown away. He repaired it a little bit in the field, and now you're going to get the full benefit of the 12 and 10 resistance. That doesn't work with a field repair. But that's a lot more get into the weeds of trying to adjust that. So next session is just going to be a little bit more even between the player and the GM dynamics there.
Yeah.
I know it's going to take a little bit from you guys on that side of it, but it's going to make it. We're also not going to get into the weeds for either one of us on it.
More incentive to use these anyway.
Huh?
The repair kits. More incentive to use the repair kits because man, we don't want these to break.
Use it before you hit that full max.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll slap that helmet back on him and just give him a pat on the shoulder, like you're good to go.
All right.
And then target this Robo Brain here and use my major action to attack it.
All right. Make sure you get the target up before rolling. Yep, there you go.
Yep, got it. And I think y'all know what I'm going to do by now.
Laser gun.
Mm-hmm. And troubleshooters.
Oh.
Mm.
The question is, do you cautious nature one of those to try and get an extra crit?
I am not feeling lucky, so no.
All right.
I
Listen,
think
you got
that's
attack
part of
4.
I think that's part of his cautious nature. He's not going to do that.
You did generate 3
Right.
action points though, so.
All right, and then fire with my troubleshooters. 1, 2, 3 ammo. Gonna re-roll that 1, but I'll hold off.
Okay. Hang on. This is number 3. So that's going to come off. And
yes.
the critical damage goes away. Fix that there. Okay. All set.
Okay.
Datgum. All right. And you've got burst. 2 targets. You got 2 bursts.
Not sure if I can reach anybody else. I'll just pump it into the.
Not at this time.
Yeah, just pump it all into that.
Okay. Yeah, that's going to be more than enough. He is gone. He didn't get added to the. Let's do it this way. That didn't work. There we go. Just gonna have to start manually adding them to the scrapping sheet or the salvage sheet again. All right. Anything else?
That'll do it.
All right. Well, finally, I get to take the turn of some of these guys. A lot of them are actually out of reach, though. A couple of them are in reach, like this guy. Slash, you're the closest one. And, oh, let's see. What's the point of having those two weapons when they're really just doing the exact same thing? Oh, here's one.
In case one of them gets shot off.
Well, one does more damage, but it's like the Mesmetron should do something mesmerizing.
Yeah.
Whereas the Tesla gun is okay, it's just, yeah, that's energy damage. But they're both just like energy damage, range 5, or range medium. One does 3, one does 4. It's like, why would I ever use the 3?
Right.
But we're going to use Smoke Claws, which if any of you have played Fallout 76 and these rubber bands use the Smoke Claws against you, it is super annoying. That is a hit. It's going to be persistent poison damage if anything gets through. So, well, yeah, 3 damage got through on your left arm. Through your left arm. And blast. Nobody. Oh, no. Eugene is adjacent to you. Eugene, do you have any location that resists more than 2 or 2 or more energy damage?
Energy? Yeah, my whole every piece of power armor is over 2 energy resistance.
Yeah, so I'm not even going to worry about that. However, slash, it did not apply it. Oh, no, I didn't get effect. That's why I didn't apply. So the poison damage is not an issue.
Right. Yeah, that's why I was like, yay, no effect.
Yeah, I thought you were just talking about, I got hit or didn't get hit. But yeah,
No,
you're right.
Yeah.
No effect.
It was the effect. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Here's another one with another Smoke Claw. That's another hit. Got the effect this time.
Ooh,
It hits your right arm
yeah.
again. Do another damage to your right, through your right arm. And it did apply the poison damage correctly. Awesome. Not awesome for you, but awesome that I don't have to go through it and do that.
Yeah.
I know I say awesome a lot of times when things actually get
I totally
damage dealt to you guys. It's
understand.
like, I'm saying awesome because I don't have to do it myself. It's the computer doing it to you, not me. I promise.
Oh, yeah. Blame the AI. Sure.
All right, and he'll fire his Tesla gun. As a miss.
And whiff.
With that. Let's see, that's a window. He can't quite get through the window. From here, he can see Jack. That is within his range, so the Tesla gun will fire. There's a hit. To the torso. Nada.
Nada.
All right. Here we go to the top of the round. Oh, let's see. We got 9 with that. No, 9 with that. That's what we're gonna do. If he has the range. If I use the right button, he has the range. Slash. My boy, how are you doing?
We'll bring it. So far, I'm a little banged up, but
Ooh. In the head. The Sultron comes rushing out of the red rocket through the double doors in the front. The door was half open already. That's how he shot through earlier. But when he comes rushing through, he just hits those doors. The doors go flying off of the hinges. And his hands stretch out towards you, and they start spinning wildly like shredders. And it comes straight at your face.
good Lord, put down the dice.
Stink and the helmet's been repaired.
Wow, thank you, Eugene.
That's why you maintain your armor.
Yeah, that's why you maintain your armor. Good Lord, because that would have hurt. To the head. Oh boy.
The reroll there.
Ah,
Dadgummit.
you can only reroll them once.
Can't even get past the physical resistance to do damage to the armor itself at this point. Ah. All right.
So he hit the plate just right.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah. I do have a question since we're kind of talking about these armor plates.
Sure.
Can we make specially designed ones for a helmet?
So you want to be able to repair the helmet from being completely blown away in the middle of combat. Is that your goal?
Well, I mean, I guess, having a spare kit that would repair my helmet or repair my arm if it is blown away. We could think about it,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about it because right now my initial is like you're just gonna have to carry another helmet.
Yeah, after vocalizing it, I'm like, well, I guess I'm just carrying around another helmet.
Yeah, because the word repair indicates you're using the same part or the same base part and bringing in spare parts, which just does not work as well in the field. Which is why we worded the repair kits as like miscellaneous plates that can just be slapped on and quick welded, and it works really well for torsos.
Trying every angle.
Maybe we could just have it, or sometimes we'll get lucky and we'll have like, oh, there's a power armor station here.
Well, there is actually a power armor station at the Red Rocket.
Yeah, so stuff like that. So it's we're not necessarily doing it in the field, but if it's find a building, maybe we can. Oh yeah, finally, let's camp out here and fix everything up.
Yeah, but middle of combat turns, I think we're gonna have to limit it in the middle of combat turns.
There's no way anybody just reconstruct this from scratch while I'm getting shot at.
I am gonna still give you the torso because, like I said, like from your waist up to your shoulders, there's not really any moving parts there necessarily. So we just slapped a big old metal plate on front and welded it to the frame. That's perfectly fine, even in the middle of combat, because that's really all it starts out as is a big metal plate. But the helmets, all the things that have little intricacies in them. That, I mean, if you guys want me to get into the weeds and create some house rules for like, okay, you did this repair, so now we got to reduce your damage reduction because it's not a full repair. I can work on that. It's up to y'all. Think about it, and we'll address it as we go on.
Yeah. Next.
He's going to come out to there. Does he have range? He does.
What's he firing?
Oh, nice. A laser at Jack. Giving me some action points there. Oh my!
Wow!
I'm not even going to try to re-roll at this point because with these guys, I have to give you action points to re-roll or use my action points to re-roll, and my re-rolls are not working out great right now. So I'm just going to leave that alone for now. Save my re-rolls for later.
Okay.
Slash, it is your turn.
Close.
I hate these guys. Not you guys, but my robots. I hate my robots.
Right, yeah.
Okay. Let's see, energy. Huh. And that did not apply properly.
What?
It's got two. So it's just going in effect 5. Okay, yes, it did apply properly. I just wasn't reading it right.
Oh, yeah, because, I mean, it did one, with the vicious and everything in there.
Yeah, just...
I wish they would print that into the chat window a little bit better.
Yeah.
It's like, effective damage should be listed as 5 or something like that.
Alright, so slash
Let's see.
environment.
So I'm going to take out my submachine gun and fire at this assaultron in my face.
Okay.
There we go. Left click. All right. Right.
That is a hit and an action point earned. Damage. And here you are telling me to stop with the dice. You're not re-rolling that, are you?
No, there's no need to re-roll that. That's
Okay.
beautiful.
Where's your 2 bursts going?
I'll just put them into this guy.
Both of them?
Into Saltron 1.
Okay, awesome. No math for me.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna spend 2 action points for another major action. Action Jackson!
Okay, hang on 1 second because
Yeah, I'm gonna go wait until you take them off the screen and then I'll start.
they changed it to a plus button, which was confusing the heck out of me. All right, there we go. 11, you're at long range there.
Yeah. I need to move forward 1.
Okay.
And gonna fire at him. Just to see if I can generate some AP. Ooh, a little bit.
Oh my goodness. Needed 1. You got needed 1. Dang, I got 5. What they need to do now is add a right click so I can just add a number instead of having to double click to add.
Oh,
Are you
I
re-rolling?
got you. No, I'm not.
No? Okay.
I only have 1 luck point left, so I want to kind of hold on to it for a moment.
Yeah. All right.
But I'll put both of those burst into it.
Okay. So that's another 7, so another 14. Oh, goodness. When I get into a GM mindset, I no longer can do math.
There's other things that your brain is,
Yeah.
you're being creative, not logical, I guess.
But when I'm a player, I can do math perfectly fine. And any other time you ask me to do math, I was like, okay, yeah, here it is. Especially 7s. 7 and 9, 5, 7, and 9s. I'm really good at like their multiplications table. But when I'm a GM, it's like, nope, it's all gone. Every last bit of it. Anything else, Slash?
It didn't kill it?
No.
Dadgummit. Well, since it didn't die.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
This will, I think this will cause it to go up with difficulty.
It will.
Let me action. When you spend AP to take an additional major action, you do not suffer the increased skill test difficulty during your second action. So this is my third action. So
You
this
can't
is going to
take a
increase the
third action.
You can't.
Oh, I can't take a third action?
Yeah,
No.
Oh, okay. Well, give me back them AP.
I did.
Oh, I didn't know I couldn't take a third action.
Yeah, you can only
course.
take 2 major actions and 2 minor actions. You get 1 free of each, and then you can take an additional 1 of each by spending action points. But that's it.
So I'm just checking my combat tracker. I have taken wounds. Hey. All right, so I'm going to stem myself then.
I actually dealt wounds. Stim packing. Yep, minor action.
Yeah.
Press the consume button.
Yeah, I'm looking for it right now. Here it is. All right.
And it automatically did it. That's so awesome.
Yeah. All right, now I'm good.
All right. Now you're good. Jack, your turn.
All right. Come on up.
Coming on up. You're going with you're being Jack the Ripper again? Excuse me.
And let's see if I can. Okay.
Generated 1, used 1, generated 1.
Go ahead and okay. Go ahead and throw a couple dice in there. Oh, just one. All right.
All right.
These
Will you
days.
be re-rolling?
No, I should
Nope.
keep a few.
All right. You did deal 7 damage with your vicious nature, Mr. Jack the Ripper. And you've injured it. Anything else?
No.
Nope. All right. That rubber brain is kind of spinning a bit. You've injured its head. Eugene, your turn.
I'm gonna back here behind this pillar. Want some cover from the rover brains, hopefully partial cover from the assaultron, and I'm gonna fire on the assaultron.
Okay.
Yeah, take it out.
Medium range. Awesome. Action points for additional d20s.
Didn't need it.
2 action points earned.
You can put it on the damage. Take the sucker out.
Where's the whiff? Oh, you
Nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna
It's
reroll.
dead. It's
So
dead.
he's
Oh,
dead.
it's dead. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, no, don't.
Let me add
It's
it to
dead,
it.
Jim. It's dead. And
It'll just
you
be
got
re-rolling
three.
blank, so
You
it's
got 3
half
burst.
dead. I don't think that's gonna matter. I don't think anybody's within range.
Well, the rotor
7?
brain is in range.
Oh, okay.
Number 7.
Is number 7?
I mean,
Yeah, number 7's in range as well.
well, I mean, if that's the case, then I would like to re-roll those blanks to see if I can pump more damage into it.
Okay. Go ahead. I'm not even worried about trying to make adjustments because I don't think it'll apply anywhere now since the original target is gone. It should just
Right.
give us the new damage result.
Ah.
All right. So
right.
it also didn't give us the normal drag for
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
4 burst
And-
targets.
And it's vicious, so that's 10 damage.
Yeah. Who are you targeting?
I guess it's gonna be RoboBrain 7. I think that was the only one in range.
Number 4 is in range as well.
Oh, okay. They got it. I'm gonna pump them all into 7.
Okay. So 10 damage 4 times. Number 7. Let's look at his damage resistance. Roll a d20 for me.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9. This is energy damage.
Yes.
So it's a 1. Yep, he's gone. Don't even have to do too much math for that one. All right, and then I'll untarget the other one for you there that I was doing the ranging for you. All right. Anything else?
Yeah, we'll take another action.
Okay.
What's an action point? And am I able to hit 9? Is it behind cover? I can't tell.
9. 9 is behind cover. That's a shelf he's behind.
Okay.
Number 6, however, is at a window. No, he's at a
I'll
door.
fire on 6. Oh, he's at a door.
Yeah, he's at a door, and that's wide open. So, however, I'm going to increase the difficulty by 1 because you are firing over the heads / through Jack there. I would add 2 if the Roberbrain 4 was slash, but since it's 1 ally, 1 enemy, I'm only going to add 1 difficulty.
Okay. I can.
So,
I can deal with
and
that.
I believe because you don't have Action Boy, you're actually increased by 2 on this with the extra action.
Yeah. All right. So I'll aim at it as well.
Yep.
Minor action. Aim. Did it? Oh no. I can't tell when I'm selected, when I'm not. There we are. And
I know, right?
there we are. I think I'm aiming at the right one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I already bought the additional D20. I'm aiming. Troubleshooters.
Nice.
And
Alright, so-
did I need?
You needed 3. You got 4, so you've earned an action point there.
Okay.
And roll damage. Unless you're wanting to cautious nature or aim one of those to try and get another crit.
Nah.
Nah.
I'll leave it as is. 1,
Sorry.
2, 3.
All right. 7 damage went through, and you have 2 bursts available, unless you want to reroll.
I would like to reroll 2 of those blanks.
Let me go to number 6. Let's see. You put 7 on him, so let's bring that off. You did the critical injury. Let's take that off and fix up that critical injury there. Okay, all set.
Okay. Roll.
Got another effect. Probably split that between him and 4.
He got another effect, but it didn't appropriately update the burst number. Which is weird.
Yeah, you're right.
I don't know if it's been doing it or not. I only just now noticed.
Yeah, it
So
says
I'll keep an
damage
eye on
effects 2, vicious piercing. Yeah.
So let's see, 8, 9, 10, 11. It
Yes,
did the damage 11 correctly with vicious.
Correct. Yeah,
So
it
it
did.
counted the
Yeah.
effects correctly there. I think it's only messing up the effect number on the burst count. It looks like the burst damage, the damage effect number on burst, and the targets on burst is the only thing that got affected, or is held the last total. The damage number went up, just not the target number.
Okay. I'm go with 3 burst. I'll pump 2 into 6, 1 into 4.
Okay. 2 into 6. That's going to be enough to take him out. And number 4. Let's see, that's another 11. Yep, that takes him out. Let's add their loot.
Eugene, pew pew, pew pew, pew pew. In the background.
I'm on point today. My jam, man, into robots. And I had to deal with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I wasn't thinking about dude, just firing on me. Yeah.
Oh, the
Might have
Overwatch?
Yeah, the Overwatch. I wasn't thinking about Overwatch.
Anything else, Eugene?
That'll be it.
All right. Oh, I didn't set up all the movements like I did last time, but that's okay. He's going to go to there. He's in range already, so he'll just set up the fire. These guys have not great fire. That's a hit.
That's a hit. That's a hit, though.
Well, their damage is pretty lackluster.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm usually not too worried about, like, can they hit? It's more like, what damage are they going to do? And it's usually not great. He's going to move out. He's going to come to there. And that gets him in range here. Try to spread the attacks out a little bit here, since it doesn't really... There's no smarter robot here commanding them anymore. Uh-huh. And
yeah, it's not like their effects. Not like their effects are doing anything either. So
yeah, no. Slash, your turn. And these guys don't have the self-destruct either.
Time to mow the field.
As a hit, action point earned.
Look at all those action effects. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hang on. Didn't you fire with the assault rifle?
Yeah, I accidentally fired with assault rifle. It's the same
Well,
mechanic.
The
as a
burst and
submachine
everything
gun.
is... The burst and all is... No, it's not. Your assault rifle is 4 damage. The sledgehammer is 9.
Oh, what? Did I use a sled? Oh, my apologies.
You threw the sledgehammer's damage.
Okay, yeah, my apologies. All right.
Let me correct some of this
Yeah.
damage.
Sorry.
That's all right. We caught it.
My bad. My bad.
It's like,
They're right next to each other, so.
I'm looking for the burst damage. I'm like, where's the break? Assault rifle is breaking?
Right, no, yeah. I was just looking at the effects. This I didn't see the burst. So I was like, well, I didn't see burst, so I'll just read it. I'll count the dice.
Yeah.
When did we get AP rounds?
Yeah, right?
Right? Woohoo!
Okay, so you've already got the D20 roll for this assault rifle, so now you just got to roll the damage. The NPC has been reset.
All right, nowhere near as good, that's for sure.
Well, it is a lot less dice as well.
Yeah. I'm not gonna luck.
You're not.
No. I'll put all 3 burst into number 9 then.
Okay.
Still standing.
Just finished. It only. I need to add 2 more damage to it because I didn't apply the damage correctly for the last 2. It only added 2 instead of 3. But it is still standing, yes.
All right. AP, taking additional action.
Mm-hmm.
Targeting the same guy.
That is a hit.
I'm going to reroll. In addition to. Reroll the 16.
In addition to.
Just to see if I can get some. See if I can get some AP.
Complication.
No, AP. Just one.
AP, yeah. Just one. All right.
Okay. Grabbing the dice from the correct weapon. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do.
What were you trying to do?
I was trying to grab it and it let it go because I got to put in extra dice.
Okay. I'll get him retargeted. You go and start doing that. It dealt no damage, so there's nothing for me to reset.
Yeah, I was like, yeah. That's more like it.
And it is down.
All right. And then the other 3 burst into number 5.
Okay. Let's see. That put 4 damage in, so it's going to be a total of 12 damage at number 5. Okay.
Alrighty. Okay, that's me.
All right. Jack.
You only take 1 additional action.
Yep. You usually get a lot more bursts, though, to be honest.
Yeah, and a lot more damage. You know, I had a lot of blanks, but I got like one luck. So just hold on to it.
Jack, what's your movement here?
Get up to there. And... Alright. Since I can't get up closer.
You can. If you use your minor action to move, you can go 10 squares total. If you really want to use that Ripper again.
That seems to be working better than the guns have been for a lot of stuff.
At a certain point,
All right. AP. Die.
That is a hit with an action point generated.
And damage.
Oh. Yep. That was dead.
Bury the Ripper in the chest.
Yeah. Yep, it was a torso shot.
Yep. Jack goes running up towards this rubber brain. Eugene, seeing Jack run off like this, is, oh no, there goes some more armor. But Jack is nimble enough, he dodges whatever is coming towards him from this rubber brain and just like spears the Ripper into the chest on the bottom left and just brings it up and out towards the right shoulder, the left shoulder of the rubber brain. And tears its internal circuitry out, leaving it a pile of oil and spare parts on the ground.
It's
Anything else, Jack?
no.
He ripped it a new one.
Yes. Eugene, your turn.
Would I be able to see number 10 there? Because it is just barely in line of sight.
Number 10. Let me click on... let me get rid of his movement so I can see that better. One moment, guys, while I change the lighting so I can make a definite call on this. Let's go to dusk. No, let's go none. Switch layers. Let's do that as well. Yeah, he's got partial cover. We're going to call it. Pull up the cover rules. Oh, if I can spell it. Cover. We're going to give him the rubble cover, which will be a 2d6.
So it takes that off damage-wise?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, he's going to roll 2d6 and add that to his defense.
Well, I just wanted to see if I could see him, because I'd move to get a better line of sight if I knew that they were there.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, you know he's there. If you fire from where you are, he'll get some cover. Otherwise, yeah, you can move as well.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to take a minor action to get an extra 5.
Okay.
So it'd be this, probably as far as I can go. Could I shoot over the car? How tall is this car?
Yeah, if you go to like where the engine block or the trunk would be, you can shoot over it. So the front 1 square. Let me get the ping. No, that's target mode. Ping. So from this square, you can shoot over, and then from the back 2, or maybe that's the front. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the front.
That's the front. So from the front 2, you can shoot, and from the back 1. And then the middle 2 is a full cover, although these are nuclear injury cars, so...
Yeah. You can use 2 minor actions to double move, yeah.
Yeah. You just have to
I'll
purchase
do
the
that
second
then.
minor action.
Right. Yeah, so I'm gonna... nope. Additional minor action. There we are. So I can move 15. I'm just gonna go way over
You can move 20.
20.
Yeah, a minor action for movement is 10 squares.
Oh.
So by
I
doing
thought it
if
was
you just
only,
need to move, if you just need to move 15, how did I do it? Did I say if you use your minor action, you don't get the regular move, or do you get the regular
Yeah,
move plus your minor action?
I thought it was just 5 movement per. So you get your normal 5, and then you use your minor action, and you get another 5. So,
Okay, that what that means is the way I was. If you understood it that way, then what I was probably trying to explain was. If you use your minor action to move, you get to move 10 squares, and there's no longer a movement action available. So it's either a free move, which is 5 squares, or a minor action, which is 10 squares. And then if you want another movement after that, you have to buy another minor action, which gives you another 10 squares.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha. So yeah, I'd need that extra then.
Okay.
Because it's either going to be 10 or 20. So, probably if I can go 20. This is like a little piece of debris, or is this cover?
Can you ping it?
Yeah, let me. How do you ping? Where's ping mode? There we go. That. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's a wooden sign for the Red Rocket, so it will give you a 1d6 cover.
It's something.
Yep.
Second. Here we are.
And a 1d6 can go from 0, of course, but 1 to 2 additional defense.
Okay. And go ahead and fire on the Robo Brain.
Okay. Am I reading that cover correctly?
And looks like I'm already targeting it.
Oh no, it is damage reduction. It's not defense.
Yeah, I figured with that many dice, you know.
Yeah.
I'll,
I wish it was just defense. That'd make it a lot easier. Will you
Alright,
cautious nature? Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So 3 successes on 1. That's 2 action points. All right, and damage.
Oh,
Yeah, we roll that.
Okay. This is number 10. Let's see, was there any... No injuries, so just the damage. All right, go ahead. Okay. 6 damage got through, and you have 2 bursts, which will be another 12 damage to that one if you put it all into him.
Yep.
And that does him in.
the combat tracker got a lot easier to deal with.
Yeah, unfortunately. All right. Anything else, Eugene?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. I've got a fancy new thing over here. Oh. It lets me accept all movements at once. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I just noticed it because it's off in the corner where I usually have other windows open covering it. And I just saw it and I was like, oh, that's cool. I'll have to try it out more because I accepted this and I only had 1 NPC left to move. So that is a hit and damage. Nothing. Slash, your turn. You're moving to there. Oh yes, I can accept it there.
Taking out the sledgehammer.
All right.
I saw 20,
Yeah. That's a nice
and
20.
that's what I
Ouch.
saved that last luck for.
Okay.
Reroll that sucker. All right,
Oh,
There's a hit.
I got my hit. That's good. All right.
Roll the correct damage
All right.
dice. Don't hit the assault rifle by mistake.
Right.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Anything else?
No. Okay. I was seeing if I got another critical, but no. I didn't quite kill it, and I'm not gonna. I don't have any more luck, so
Yep.
can't reroll those blanks.
And no action
I
points
tried
either.
to kill it. Yeah, no action points.
All right. Jack, your turn.
all right.
You see Slash run up and use a sledgehammer on this. It actually goes through the window. The window is no longer there now.
Yeah.
And slams into this rubber brain. You're using your Ripper's dagger sized, right?
More or less, yeah.
Okay. Because it is dagger sized and you're having to do a little more reaching yourself than Jack had to with a sledgehammer with its reach. You're going to have a 1 increase on difficulty here because it's through the window frame.
Okay. When it's ready?
Just a question.
We'll have to
1,
do the
2,
difficulty
3.
manually. So roll when you're ready.
Did it do the breaking?
It's supposed to have.
Yes, the braking is on it.
All right, cool. Thanks.
That is a hit with an action point generated.
To the head.
All right. See if
Will you re-roll anything?
No.
No. Okay. Um,
13.
on the head. Oh, that's why. All right. Any other actions?
No.
All right. Eugene.
I will move. We're here.
I was gonna hope. I thought you were gonna run up and hit it, just like the rest of it. It's like, oh yay, Eugene!
Now, Eugene's lived through the war with the calculator in the Midwest. So he's like, now you keep your distance from robots.
That's right. All right, and yep, I'll just go ahead and leave fire on it. Oh, there we are. Cautious nature.
Okay. I'm going to have to create a cautious nature soundbite now.
Should have chose to aim, but I didn't say it, so.
Well, that's that one critted, so you get 2 action points out of there.
Mm.
And that does a
And re-roll the blank. Oh no, it's dying.
Yeah, it's dead. It's dead. All right. With the last of the robots destroyed here at the Red Rocket truck stop, you begin to survey the area. You find a power armor station around back, or what is now used as a power armor station. They are technically, pre-war, they were used as to hold the engine blocks up when maintenance was being done on the engines when they were pulled out of the vehicles. But they very quickly found a secondary use when power armor was first introduced during the Great War. So you do have that power armor station that you can use to do some proper repairs to some of the power armor. You have a fair bit of scrap that you can get from the robots here to use that scrap on your repairs or make some more repair kits. Your choice, player's choice there on some of that once you scrap the things. However, time, as you know, is of the essence for the current situation. Eugene, your brothers and sisters, and your employers, Slash and Jack, are at the forward operating base dealing with a continued onslaught of phantom stalkers and blood spitters and perhaps even robots at this point. You don't know for sure. And Eugene, you would know that for the moment it could be considered risky to try and make radio contact with the forward operating base. So you must now make a choice of taking some time to repair, salvage some of these robots, or forge ahead.
I have a Raider power armor right leg. Can I swap that out?
So let me give you a breakdown on the different time frames you're looking at. If you are simply swapping a power armor part out, 15 minutes per part. If you are going to try and effect full repairs on a part, that is going to be 30 minutes for arms and legs, 45 minutes for a head, and 45 minutes for a torso, and an hour for any head parts. Salvaging the robots that you have slain will be 20 minutes per robot, so you can choose to salvage a few or all of them, but it'll be 20 minutes per robot.
Yeah. I think I don't know. Maybe swapping out the leg would because my right leg is busted as well, totally gone. I think swapping out the right leg, even though it's a raider, it'll be less protection and stuff. Probably a lot less time. The only thing that didn't get damaged was my torso.
Yeah, how's everybody's armor looking? Like any armor that's like completely busted?
I see, except for a crack on the helmet, fine.
Yeah, I'm the one that caught hell.
Yeah, you rushed as a
Yeah.
Now we
I'm the one that caught hell.
Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, I totally did a Leroy Jenkins, didn't I?
If
And you
GM
are the one
allows,
with the minigun, so.
if GM allows, rules as written say we can spend 2 AP to halve the time of something.
Can you point me where that is so I can read it and have a full comprehension for myself?
Yeah, sure. Can I just drop you in here, maybe? Let's see.
Might be able to, yeah. And understand. I believe you. I just like to read it so I can understand all the ins and outs of them.
Yeah, I don't know how to move this over. I just
Is
got
it-
minimized on the window.
Is it in the reference
It's
manual?
from the. Yeah, it's in just the book Fallout 2D20.
Okay. And what do you know? What chapter?
Does it tell me? I don't know if it tells me.
I'm not sure what your interface looks like. Is there like an arrow on the left side? A golden arrow?
Oh, wait, is this it? Drag record link. Yes, give me that. Right. Only records which you own can be shared. Sad face.
Okay. On the page, what's the like any bold title words?
Well, are you in Fantasy Grounds when you're looking at it?
Yes.
So I just searched for AP, and then
AP.
on the left-hand side it's action points.
I had it earlier.
Reduce time.
Yeah, I mean I can screenshot it if you want.
No, that's all right.
Okay.
Okay.
There we go. I put in AP, I put in action points, and I put in reduced time, and it finally shows up.
Oh.
I don't know why all the other things didn't work. AP from a successful test can allow the test to take less time to complete. When time is important, spending to AP halves the amount of time a test takes. So, what that's referring to is, like, if you're having to roll for a test on something.
So the AP you generate from the skill success can be immediately used in that moment.
Yeah. So that's
Gotcha.
a
Okay.
good example would have been when you guys were in the secret vault and you was working on the pillar to try and take down that electric fence so you can get back to the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been the scenario where, like, okay, if I told you this, you successfully disconnect the wire, but it's going to take you 3 rounds or 4 rounds. We'll do it so it's easier to half the time. But you rolled enough to where you generate 2 AP. And so, okay, let me just use 2 AP, and now it's 2 rounds instead of 4 rounds to have completed the task. That's what that's referring to. However, in the spirit of cooperation and the idea of a take 20 from D&D, I am willing to. Let's see what time we got left. 16.
About 10
We
minutes.
will. Really? Oh yeah. I guess I did start the stream later. I was looking at the stream time. What we'll do, we can either, and we'll keep it at 2 AP. Let's see what So the salvage. No, wouldn't work there. We can let it work on power armor repairs. And you can reduce all the power armor repairs by 15 minutes each, and that's either swapping out or the actual repairs. So you can make the swapping practically take no time at all. And then all the other repairs, head, torso, arms, you can reduce them by 15 minutes each by spending 2 AP for a repair session, is what we'll call it. And you can either spend the 2 AP you got or give me 2 AP. And then what we're going to do is freeze the AP into the next session.
Okay.
And this is where typically the rule is, like, if you're going to give the GM AP, you can only give them AP if you don't have AP. But in this particular case, since we're going to freeze the AP, I'm giving. I want to be generous and give you guys the option to hold on to some into the next session and just give me some if you want to reduce your time here.
Okay.
All right, so any
you know,
other?
if you had a choice and if you wanted to use the AP, I would rather, hold on to that too, and such. That's my only 2 cents.
Yeah, it just depends on how much we got to do. Because I mean, my power armor's pristine. It's fine. So
Yeah,
we only have to do a couple of things.
Are you talking about using 2 AP for the session itself, or per item?
For the repair session, and inside of that repair session, you can as many armor and everything you want. Each one is reduced by 15 minutes.
Yeah, I think that's worth it. I need to swap my leg, and I need a full repair on my arm. And basically my head. Both of my arms are, kind of tore up as well.
So for the parts you have slash that are not destroyed, you can still use the power armor repair kit, which I'm not. Because that's an incidental even when you're in combat. That's no time taken there of it. We're mostly focused on the parts of your armor that are kind of have lost all of their integrity.
Yeah.
So
that's
your
going to be
right leg,
my right leg and left arm.
Yeah. And Jack only has 1 damage on his head, and like Eugene said, he's got no damage at all. He's in perfect shape. If only he would come to the front, and the default logic of the robots would focus on him some. He stays in the back, so they're like, it's not a threat, not a threat.
Yeah.
All right. So what's your decision, guys?
If you guys are going to do the repairs, I can try and salvage.
So I guess I'll point that out real quick. These numbers I gave you, that's if one person is doing each of the things.
Yeah.
So that 20 minutes per robot, that's just like if one person's over there salvaging one robot, it'll take them 20 minutes to salvage that robot. Replacing a power armor part, if one person's working at it, it's going to take them 15 minutes to string up the power armor onto the repair rack and then take the part off and put a new part on. If they're repairing, it'll take them 1 hour to get the armor onto the rack, repair the helmet, and then take it off the rack again, if only one person is doing each task. And then you got the option of using the AP to reduce everything on the armor side of things by 15 minutes. And as Jack just pointed out, there's like divide and conquer as well.
So I need right leg swap. Left arm repaired. Fixed. Total fix. And then right arm repaired.
All right. Swap. I tell Slash, swap armor with me. I'll get this thing on the rack while y'all scrap the robots.
Okay. All right. And I guess. Well, no. My helmet's mostly okay. So.
All right. So will you be spending your AP or giving 2 AP, or are you going to bypass the time reduction?
If we had a choice, I'd like to give the AP.
You got
Yes.
a choice. That's what I'm asking. Which one are you going for? Or
Well,
passing
you
it to
know,
him.
I'm kind of like, seeing what the other guys have to say about that. So.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'd say spend the AP. We might be able to generate more if we're doing any kind of repair tests.
True.
Okay. Yeah.
But at this
Like I might
point,
need to
I
borrow
think I'd much
one.
rather hand.
Sorry, Jack. What was that?
At this point, I think might want to hand off to just can reduce, and then if you need to spend, we have it.
Okay. Let's do that then. Seems like y'all two want to do the give to the GM, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Let's do it.
all right. So I have another 2. You guys have your 2 still. So when you swap out his, which one was it? Your right leg?
Right leg.
All right. That is not going to take any time at all. So in your inventory / just go in there and make sure you drag out the current right leg and then drag the other one in.
So how should I do that? Should I go to the?
Open up the power armor itself.
Give me a second. Power
You have-
armor frame.
Why do you have 3 power
Yes.
armor frames?
I don't know. I just saw that.
Well, we're going to make that 1. Because that's crazy.
Crazy
You
one.
can't
It's got
carry
no
that.
weight on it. Yeah, it also has no weight listed.
All right.
Which, yeah, the default one doesn't have weight listed either. Okay, that's fine. All right, so which leg was it? Sorry, I keep asking.
Right leg.
All right, right leg.
There's a Brotherhood
See if
leg
this
too.
works.
Dadgummit.
Yep. So you should have, if I can find it,
Raider power armor. Right leg
Andreas
piece.
right leg. Hold on, I'm looking at the one in the inventory. Armor damage. Let's set that to 10. There we go. Okay, so in your inventory, you now have an MWBOS power armor right leg that has HP of 10 and armor damage of 10. So that's the one that is damaged.
Right.
And then you're wanting to replace it with the Raider power armor right leg piece. So we need to drag that in to the right leg. Oh, you already did.
No.
Oh,
The
you got a
left leg.
left leg is Raider power armor already. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
And now the right one is as well. Okay. I saw you had some other power armor on you as well. T4. Oh, that's a chest piece. You don't need to replace your
Yeah,
chest
that's
piece.
me. Yeah.
There's an empty record down there. I'm going to get rid of that.
Yeah, I think that's it.
And then you got some sturdy combat armor on you, just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Okay. So your right leg has been repaired, but let's fix that up here. We need to take that damage off of it there. Okay, so that took no time. Now, if I understand correctly, Jack and Slash are going to be assisting each other with scrapping robots.
Sounds like.
Okay. Will you be working on the same one together to reduce the time, or are you going to split up?
I
was
guess.
gonna recommend split, but
Yeah. I mean, because it's going to take him, a little bit of time to do this.
Okay. Would you like to time it
should
so
be
that
able
both groups are done at the same time?
Pretty much,
that
yeah.
would be preferable, yes.
So let's figure out how long it's going to take Eugene to do the rest of the repairs, and then that will determine how many robots you guys get to scrap.
Okay. Left arm and needs to be totally fixed.
So that's a full repair, which usually takes 30 minutes, but because you spent the time, it's going to take 15 minutes. Or spent the AP, it takes 15 minutes. So that's a total replacement, right? Or repair.
Yeah.
What else?
Material costs.
We'll figure that out in a minute.
All right. And then right arm needs to be repaired.
Okay. That's right arm. Also repair, also 15 minutes. And then anything else?
So is that just like 30 minutes, basically?
30 minutes so far, yep.
Okay. I mean, outside of my head, that's the only damage I have.
Well, your head is more than 50% damaged.
Yeah.
Up to y'all, but I would suggest going and getting it repaired, because the other two are getting repaired all the way.
Yeah.
With
Okay.
this.
All right.
So,
Since it's only going to take a half an hour, sure, I'd go for doing the helmet.
so the helmet is 1 hour, typically minus 15 is going to be 45 minutes. So you're now looking at 30.
Hour and 15.
An hour and 15 minutes, yep.
Mm-hmm. So that gives us enough time to look at 3 robots each.
Yeah.
What's the max on your helmet? What's the max health?
9.
9.
I'm at 5. I'm at 5 right now.
I'm of the opinion to just slap a power armor repair kit.
Okay.
That'll just instant bring it up to max, and we save 45 minutes.
This goes against my better judgment as a GM.
Is it?
But those power armor repair kits are wonderful for when you're in the combat tracker in an actual encounter. And if you don't, unless you want to take the time to create more right now, you have a limited number of them.
Yeah, they are kind of, good that way.
Yeah, and with me, it's just that time is of the essence deal. Like it's good in combat, but I don't. My brothers and sisters are on the line fighting right now, so wrapping this up as quickly as we can is paramount.
And that's good too if that's what you would rather do. I don't mind doing that for the helmet, since the helmet takes so long.
Yeah, that would be
And we
Eugene's
just
recommendation.
just take the time to salvage 1 robot each, and then Be on our way.
All right. As far as one robot each, you have 2 Assaultrons, 1 Annihilator, and then quite a few Robo-Brains.
An Annihilator?
One of you will get the Annihilator.
Yeah, you want
Okay.
the big one? Go for it.
Yeah.
I'll take Soltron 1.
Assaultron 1.
I've got
All right.
yeah.
That has been all salvaged up.
So, we got some
all right.
science.
Got 2 fusion cells. Who wants to get those?
Eugene?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it.
1 fusion core.
How many you got, Jack?
2. I've got
You have
2.
what? Yeah, go ahead and take that.
All right.
Check. All right. The rare materials I'm going to remove. You handed those over for repairs
Yeah.
to Slash's power armor, and that's enough to cover all the repairs.
All right, sounds great.
I'm going to, let's see, we got, it's listing Jack, Slash, and Eugene, not listing, it's not listing the cows anymore. So I'm going to increase the caps to 3 just so it correctly splits everything evenly. Huh. It didn't put the fusion cells on Eugene. Did I spell it wrong? No.
Fusion core went to Jack.
Yeah, everything went correctly except for the fusion cells. E-U-G-E-N-E. No items assigned for distribution, but it is.
Well, I need to remove fusion cells. I've been forgetting to bring them down from my extra shots.
Okay.
So I'm trying
Do
to figure
that.
that out, and we can just add it. And
We'll don't remove any. We'll call it even with what you found on the robot salvaging.
okay,
So
I mean, I
just-
think I burned through like anywhere from 15 to 30.
Okay, remove 5.
Okay. Yeah, I was every time I was pumping 3 extra shots into everything.
That's why
This
it
would
didn't
be
work.
80.
It was supposed to be Squire Eugene, not just Eugene. Dadgummit.
Yeah.
How did I mess that up? Or forget that, rather. Okay. So you use the robot repair kit, or not a power armor repair kit for the head. It brings it to 1 wound out of 9. The left arm was fully repaired, and the right arm was fully repaired. Make sure you subtract 1 power armor repair kit for that, Eugene.
Yes.
So we now stand with Eugene with pristine power armor still. Slash is running with 2 Raider legs, one of which has 1 wound on it, and his helmet has 1 wound on it. He's got a little dent on his helmet. The rest of his armor is in good shape. Jack also has a dent in his helmet, where the rest of his armor is also in very good shape. Is your armor all Brotherhood power armor, Jack?
Double check. I don't think so, but
Power armor frame. Well, your left arm and right arm are. And the rest is T. You got T51 for the legs, T51 torso, and a T45 helmet.
yeah.
That's a good little mix. I am working on, just so you guys know, I'm working on some kind of benefit for having all the same thing. It's like all Brotherhood power armor or all T41. There'll be different benefits. And it's not like they're all going to be, because you're using all the same type, you'll get extra defense or something like that. It's like, the 51 is going to be it has its own unique bonus that is different. That'll, like, some characters will want to have the T51 bonus, other characters will want to have the XO1 bonus, etc.
Yeah, the Raider arm bonus will be intimidation.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Well, yeah, no. Hoping the latest, greatest, best pre-war armor is actually less noisy. Maybe lighter.
So you want to get the best armor there is, but its benefit be I'm silent.
Well,
No, that fits the characters.
all of this was actually like prototype armor, because if you go through the lore, it's like none of this was actually production model armor. Prototype.
With the exception of the 45.
Really?
The TV show made that change. It's not like documented, like written out in solid, like canon anywhere. But the T45 was the first power armor, and then the T51 and the T60. And since the Ghoul used the T60 while he was in the military, and he knew about its weak point, that means that they had already gone through the 45 and the 51. And then the Enclave created the XO1 after everything, after the Great War. And then you got the XO1 lookalike that the Midwest Brotherhood still has in Fallout Tactics, which is also a post-war version of power armor. So, yeah.
Okay.
Nerd lore.
Yeah, nerd alert.
Nerd alert.
There's a lot of conflicting things about it. When you look at it strictly from a, like, when was it used and all that, is like, no, it makes no sense to call the 45 or the 51 prototype. The 60, maybe. XO1, definitely. Midwest Brotherhood, no, it's not prototype. They designed it themselves and they're using it. It may technically be considered prototype if it was still modern time, but because it's post-war and they're just using it, it really can't qualify as prototype anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys want to do anything else? You're spent 30 minutes. You got 2 robots salvaged. Is there anything else that you guys would do before preparing to go into the entrance to the secret vault, the tunnels, and of course we'll be doing that next week, but anything you want to do on surface here just before we end for the day?
Look what I found, guys. And I pull out 2, what are these, pulse grenades? Maybe I should have used this.
Where did you find them?
Oh, I've had these pulse grenades for a while. I should have picked up more, because I knew we were going to fight robots and such. But I was also concentrated on the fact that we were fighting the other guys. So that was really more of where my head was. It's like, oh, we're going to be fighting the other guys. So
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I would have picked up more pulse grenades. Is that what they're called? Yeah, pulse grenades. They actually do some decent damage. The damage rating of 6.
Any
Six.
other-
Seriously, bro.
Not that I can think of.
Yeah, nothing. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to change it.
That's right.
Nah, I'm good.
All right. Well, then we will be back not next week. The 23rd of May. Everybody good with that?
I believe so.
24th.
24th. Did I really mess that up?
It was Friday,
Yeah,
not
24th.
Saturday. That's
Yeah,
all
you're
it
right.
was.
24th of May, not the 23rd. 24th of May.
That should be good.
Oh.
All right. Then we will see everybody then. And we'll actually go into the secret vault. So that should be fun.
Yay.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you not tomorrow, but the following Sunday for D&D, and then again on the 24th for Fallout. Until then, saying thanks for watching. Bye.
Happy Mother's Day.
Oh yes, Mother's Day tomorrow.